Grandma Vickie's back, and I'm back with collard greens. I'm gonna cook some collard greens today, and this is not so fast because I'm gonna show you how to de-stem them and all of that. And so it's gonna be a sort of a slow process, but I'm gonna go as fast as I can. And I might not de-stem all of them. I might just de-stem some of them, then come back and show you how I'm gonna cut them up and wash them. So anyway, I'll just try to do it as I go along. Okay, we're going, Grandma Vickie, and I'm preparing collard greens. And with my collard greens, I'm gonna put onions, all different colored bell peppers in it, and I'm going to use, instead of using ham hocks like I did before, I'm gonna use, I got some salt pork. And I haven't seen salt pork since I was a little girl. So I'm gonna cut this up and I'm gonna fry it with my, gonna let you see me saute it with my onions and bell peppers. And then after I do that, then we're gonna put the collard greens in them. But let me show you what the collard greens look like. Okay, these are the collard greens. I have 3 bunches. 1, 2, look like 4 bunches. Anyway, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna de-stem them. Wait a minute. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna de-stem them. And then after we de-stem them, I'm going to cut them, show you how to cut them. So I'm gonna take 1 bunch so you can see how it's done. And I'm gonna start de-stemming them. This is what I'm gonna do. I've already started running some water in here. And I'm gonna have water in both of these sinks. I'm gonna wash them in one sink, and then I'm gonna put them over in the other one. Then I'm going to put them back over here, wash them again, and then we're gonna put them in the pot. This is the pot I'm gonna use, because even though we have all these collard greens, they're all gonna fit in this pot because they all will boil down and become small in the pot. Okay, so this is how I de-stem my collard greens. Put this over here. I just do them just like this. Okay. And I'm gonna drop them down in this trash can. Okay. You de-stem them like this. I'm only gonna de-stem a few of them. You see that? You don't have to take all day to de-stem them. Just tear them off like that. Pull them off like that. Okay. Very easy. Just pull them like that. I hope all of you have had a beautiful, or having a beautiful day today. A lovely day. I try to make the most out of each day that I wake up to. And I just have inner joy anyway. But it's kind of hard thinking of things to cook And I'm only going to do one of these. And then I'm going to show you guys how to cut them so they won't be so large. You know, cut them because you don't want to put them large like that in the pot. These are some nice greens. Very nice green. Okay. Okay. Now this is the bad one here, so I'm just gonna throw that away. Okay. That's the only bad one I've seen so far. This is one bunch. I used to get 2 bushes. There's a farm around the corner from where I live. And they have, you know, I get my fresh strawberries and prepare those and put them away for my strawberry cake and ice cream and everything. And I get other things, you know, I try to patronize the farm rather than the supermarket and get in the summertime and getting my vegetables and fruit. So, okay, now I've done one bunch. I have 3 bunches here. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to do all 3 of those because that would be kind of time consuming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to cut them. Hope I can get this done. Okay. How to cut them up. How am I going to do this? Okay, let's see. Put these right here. Okay. See if we can get this. Okay, right there. Okay. Gonna get my little knife. My little chopping knife. Okay. You take it. And you take several of them and fold them like this. I already have some water in here. I'm going to let it start. And you take it and you, with this knife, with a knife something like this. Okay. And put them in there. It's not that time consuming for real. You hurry up and go and do this all the way down. Oh, all the way down. Have to be careful. I almost cut myself. And then you cut on the side so they won't be real long. They'll just be choppy. Okay. I'm going to take another group, another batch. And you take that. And fold it around like that. Take your knife and I'm gonna do them all this time instead of just doing part of it, half of it. Okay, and then you take it and turn it sideways and chop it again. I mean, cut it again so it won't be long. Have these long pieces of collard green. Put it in there. Okay. Okay. Okay, and then you're gonna turn it around and chop it the other way so that they can be shorter strips. Okay, and put that in there. Okay. Take another group. I'm gonna do it the other way. And if you're in a hurry, you put a whole bunch of them together. And I'm in a hurry, I guess, because this is time consuming. And you guys are just gonna see part of what I'm doing. I have these two more I need to de-stem, and then I'm not gonna let you guys have to look at all of those. And I'll come back and we'll see how I turn them the other way so that I can, they won't be so long, such long stems. Okay. Okay. Put some more water in here. I'm almost finished with this. Do one more. Okay. I would like for you all to put in the comment section which greens do you like best? Collard, turnip, mustard, or spinach? I always saute my spinach. And kale, I love kale greens. I love kale greens. Love kale greens. And so I like all of them. But I think turnip and collard would be my favorite. Yep. Collard and turnip greens are my favorite, and I love turnip bottoms. And rutabagas. I don't know how many of you have heard of those. I like those too. And sometimes with the turnip bottoms, I like to cook those like almost like potatoes. I just boil them, put some onions and butter in them, and they're good. But I put sometimes, not all the time, I put turnip bottoms in my collard greens, and they're good. There you go, got those. And I have one more batch. Then I'm gonna show you how I rinse them. And then I'm gonna go over and show you how I'm gonna saute my meat and my vegetables and my peppers and onions. Okay, this is my last one. I'm gonna cut this up. And I'm going to tell you how long it took me to de-stem them, these, and cut them up. It took me almost exactly 17 minutes. That's not a lot of time at all. Now, that means it would take me 17 minutes if I did the other two bunches. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do those and come back. And but right now I'm going to show you how we're going to wash these. I wash mine 3 times. Once here in this sink. Once in this deep sink. I'm going to start running my water over in this sink. When I finish rinsing them over here, I'm going to put them in this other sink over here. Yep. La 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 la. Okay, now I'm going to put these in this, start running the water in this sink. And then I'm going to put them in that one. And after I rinse them in that sink, I'm going to put them back in this one and rinse them. And they'll be ready to go in the pot. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the pot before they go into the pot. Yep. And let me see how dirty this water is. It's not very dirty. It's greenish. So, doesn't seem to be that dirty to me. I see a few little dirty things in here. So, okay. Okay, I'm gonna take this out. Let this run this water out. disposal. Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna wash it over here. And the third time I'm gonna put them back over here. I'm gonna wash them again. This is the second wash. Okay, now I'm going to put it back, get ready to put them back over here. And while that's filling up, wait a minute, I'm going to open my salt pork. I need some water. I'm going to open this salt pork, and I'm gonna, I told you how I haven't had any salt pork since I was a little girl. And I saw some in the store, and I said, I want that. I'd rather use the salt pork rather than use the ham hock. I was gonna get ham hock, but the ham hock is just too fatty. But salt pork is fatty too, but it's not as much of it. You don't use as much of it. It doesn't have as much fat on it. To me, it doesn't. So I'm gonna cut this up, because what I'm gonna do is, it's already kind of halfway cut. I'm gonna saute this with my bell peppers. Look, it's already kind of cut. All I have to do is just chop it into little pieces, and I'm gonna saute it. Oh, this is supposed to be running. Okay. Okay, you see they're already in strips. Salt pork. It's almost like bacon, but it's thicker. And it's used for seasoning. I'm gonna cut it. That's kind of hard to cut. But I'm making it. Let's see. My goodness. I want to see if I can cut it with these kitchen scissors. Let's see if this is good. Oh, okay. This is better, because that was hard doing it with that knife. Okay, can you see me? Okay. They say, can you see me now? Okay. See how I'm cutting it? And I'm trying to decide how much, because I don't like a lot of meat in my greens. You know, some people like a whole lot of meat in their greens. I don't. And I'm trying to see how much more I want to use. These two things I'm throwing away because it's nothing but little sticks of grease or something. Okay. Got 2 more of these. It's just one. I thought it was 2. They're real. The salt pork is like bacon, but it's super thick. And it's good. Like I said, it's used mostly for seasoning. And that's all I'm going to use. That's all I'm going to use. And you can feel the salt that they put on it. The rest of this I'm going to put in the freezer. And I'll use it later when I make some more, when I make some more greens. Okay, so you see that's salt pork. I cut it, and I'm going to, got green on it. Greens on this board. And I'm gonna saute this with my onions and bell peppers. Okay. Okay, this will be the 3rd rinsing. And you rinse it in cold to lukewarm water. Okay. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to prepare my pan, my pot that I'm going to cook them in with the meat and peppers and onions and garlic. Okay. And when I finish with these, I'm going to put them in a colander like this so they'll drain. And there'll be nothing in there but the green. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to take you over to the, first of all, before I do that, I want to cut my onions up. My bell peppers are already cut up. And my meat is already cut up. So I'm going to cut up this onion. Okay. And take the top skin off. Okay, I'm gonna put that here. 3. Okay. Put my onion. I love onions, I love bell peppers, and I adore garlic. Okay. 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 Now, I'm going to take you over to the stove. And we're going to saute our meat that we're gonna cook our collard greens in. So here we go. Okay, I'm over here at the stove, and I'm getting ready to saute my meat. I want to put just a little olive oil in it. I know it's already greasy, the meat is. Just a little olive oil. And I'm going to turn this on. It's on child lock, so I need to turn that on. Okay. I'm gonna put it on medium, start it on medium. And I'm gonna start putting my pieces of meat in here. I have little pieces of greens on here. Let me get them off. Okay. I want to use a metal spoon because that makes a lot of noise. So I'm going to start putting my meat in here. I'm going to start on medium high. Put them one in there at a time. This is salt pork. Salt pork, you guys. Yeah. Let me cut that. Taking a long time to heat up. Okay, come on, start frying. I want to hear some sizzling. Want to hear some sizzling. Okay. You hear it sizzling? Okay. I'm gonna just let that sizzle, and it's gonna get a little crispy. Okay, move this back. I have this on medium high. I thought it was going to do well. It's going to take too long if I had it on medium, but you can do it on medium if you want. It looks like it's kind of smoking a little bit. I don't want my burger alarm to go off. Let's see. I wonder what's making it smoke like that. Like I said, this is my first time using. I'm gonna get a top to go on here so that it can catch the smoke. Get a top. I'll take it off every once in a while. I didn't know it smoked like that. One time I was cooking a steak and it was just smoking and my burger alarm went off. And whoever called from the smoke alarm went off, the burger alarm people called and I said, oh, I'm sorry. I was cooking steaks on top of my stove and the guy said, oh my goodness, that sounds good. Are you sharing? I said, no, not today. Okay. You see how it's kind of getting a little brown? You see that smoke too now? Okay. Let me put this on here before it gets... Okay. Now what I'm going to do, hopefully when I put the onions in there, it'll cause it won't smoke as much. So I'm going to put the onions in there now. And I'm going to put about a half a cup of green the bell peppers. I only put green, yellow, and red in here this time. And you all know by now, I love bell peppers, and onions. Okay. And I'm getting this ready for my collard greens. Yep. And I will be back in a little while to put my collard greens into the pan or the pot. See you in a little while. Okay, I'm getting ready to put my greens in here. I'm going to put some water, a little water in there. Okay, and a little more water. And a little more, one more bowl full. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put my greens in. I'm wasting some water's coming out of this collar, man. Okay. I think I put a lot of water on it. I'm going to put the top on it until it starts boiling. And then I'm going to wipe my stove off, my stove top. Okay. Now this, I'm gonna put it on medium high now. And it's gonna boil down. I think I'm gonna put one more. I'm gonna put it on high. I'm gonna put one more bowl of water in it. I'll say cup because this is about a cup. Okay. I'm gonna put it on high until it starts boiling, and then I'm gonna turn it down. I don't really put my seasoning, my other seasoning in there until it's maybe, well, almost done. And the other seasoning that I'm gonna put in here will be garlic. I'm gonna put the garlic in there now. I'll use the minced garlic. Put a spoonful of minced garlic in there. Okay. I'm gonna let it boil down. Turn it on high when you first put your greens in. Then you let it boil. When it comes to a full boil, you're going to turn it down to medium high and then eventually to medium. Yes. So let's let it boil. I'm gonna put some black pepper in it. And when it gets, the greens get tender, then I'll put my bullion cubes in it. It's taking a long time to boil. Come on, boil. No salt in here. The salt pork is salty enough. And the bullion cubes is gonna make it salty. But you don't have to put any regular salt in here. Doesn't it look pretty with all of the bell peppers in them? Different color bell peppers. And we cooked the, we sauteed the salt pork enough so that it will continue, because these greens are going to be boiling a long time. So we sauteed the salt pork long enough, and then it's going to finish cooking. The salt pork will in the greens. And I will be back when the greens are ready. Hello, Grandma Vickie's back for the finished product of our collard greens. And I want you to see them. I'm not going to taste them for you because they're still in the pot. But I do want to tell you the added ingredients I put in it. Pepperoncini, I put this in there. And this is medium heat. But you can get, you know, the different taste spices. But this is, I put maybe 2 large tablespoons of, they're sliced, and I put 2 large tablespoons of, they're called pepperoncini. And they're so delicious. And I put some of the juice in there also. And then I also put, and I don't know if, I put garlic in there while it was cooking. Minced garlic. And then, I think you know that. And then I put 4 chicken bullion cubes in there. And I put a small dash of Lorry seasoning sauce. And, salt. And then put a little more black pepper in it. So anyway, I want to show you the finished product. And so you can see it. I'm trying to see if I want to hold it up for you. And they are delicious. I did taste, and they're delicious. And they cooked about an hour, maybe an hour, close to an hour and a half. And they're so delicious. And so, I want you all to, try it. Those of you who really like collard greens. But these are Grandma Vickie's collard greens. I don't want to hold it up so you can see it a little bit. Okay. And so Grandma Vickie will be back with you soon with another recipe. And please try this. It's so delicious. The collard greens. You can use any kind of meat you want to use it. I use salt pork this time. Sometimes I use ham. And sometimes I use ham hock and ham shank. So there are a lot of, and turkey. A lot of times I'll use turkey. So it's all up to you what kind of meat you want to use to season your greens with. And then I put you saw in the video where the other seasonings that I put in there. But I will see you next time with another recipe. Bye-bye.